Well, as you can see, we are somewhat limited as a result of weather in the area. We are currently under a technical delay. So as you can see, the camera angles at this point a little bit far away from the field, but we will do our best in the time being to cover the action.
Short kick, live ball, scooped at the 15 by Josh Jacobs, and he is tackled short of the 25-yard line.
Through the month of September.
Off play action, Tua dumps it off to the tight end Irv Smith, and it's a first down past the 40. Smith stays in bounds, and how about this? This has happened to Arkansas all year. Whether it's on the opening kickoff or on the opening play, they give up a touchdown. 76 yards.
What a way to get started as Alabama comes on the road. A little naked just to get Tua into the game. Nice, easy completion. But look at the blocking downfield. I mean, just outstanding blocking. And really poor pursuit by the Razorbacks defense.
6th opening drive touchdown this season for Alabama. The extra point is good. We'll try to give you as much
catching wide running backs in all of college football.
De'Vion Warren is deep for Arkansas, signaling for the fair catch, and that means
better the last 2 weeks as a result.
And one of the reasons Rakeem Boyd, who they faked it to on that play, Story throws it from the Arkansas 25. And Story looking to dump it off out of the backfield instead over the middle to the tight end O'Grady. And Alabama scored on its first play. Arkansas its third play. Story has a completion out to the 43. It's a first.
Working for ESPN.
They run the ball. Boyd off the left side, and he's able to push the pile. Broke a tackle. You guys made the point. And I know both you guys watch a lot of games on tape. The Story dumps it off to Boyd, and he's tripped up. A great open field stop.
So talented. It's just, are they playing complete just yet?
Story over the middle to Austin Cantrell. He's got another Arkansas first. Chase Hayden now is the running back. And they're going to throw it out to Mike Woods, true freshman, able to get around the edge.
Target there for Ty Story.
Play action pass. Story setting up, looking to take a deep shot into double coverage. Incomplete. Intended.
And the fans in the stands were wanting pass interference, but it was a good no call, because if you look at the safety, Deontay Thompson, he's trying to make a play on the ball. I mean, he has right to the football.
Working. You would have had to call that. In the dirt on the snap. Story in trouble, and the ball is ripped loose, and it's picked up by Alabama. It's recovered by Isaiah Buggs. The recovery, 7-0 Crimson Tide. On the field, Arkansas down 7-0, and they just turned it over. And now we've got a whistle, some movement by Alabama as we're about to man our. Thanks for hanging with us here. First quarter, 4 minutes gone by. Damian Harris gets the call here on 1st and 15, and he has stood up at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 14, Tua to Smith again. He had the touchdown on the first play from scrimmage, and he's still going on this one. He coughs the ball up. It's recovered by Alabama, and it's a touchdown for Henry Ruggs. In every way this year.
Wow. I mean, a great play. Working play action and finding Irv Smith, who's just a bowling ball, but he gets it stripped downfield. And this is why you hustle on every play. You never know what's going to happen. You chase the ball, whether you're on
less than 5 minutes into the game, and it's already 14-0. That play right there, Greg, a microcosm of the season for both teams, really. For Arkansas in a negative way and Alabama in a positive way. Touchback to the 25, but first here's Adnan in this program around. They've lost 7 straight games against FBS opponents and a broken play
He's
here.
Got a vision for this program, and they got a long ways to go.
Loss of 3 on first down. Story on second down. Dumps it off to Boyd. Makes one man miss. And does a great job to stay in bounds. Now, actually, they're going to say he's A&M transfer and was a junior college last year. Here's Story on the rollout on 3rd down and 6. And that pass batted away, incomplete.
It doesn't look that difficult, but if you watch Diggs and the way he flips his hips, this is a pretty well-thrown football. But they throw a little back shoulder on a little wheel route. Diggs is running the route. He used to play wide receiver. Degrees and knocked the ball down. Great play by Diggs.
Here's Jalen Waddle, had a punt return for a touchdown last week, and he's going to stay away from this one. And the ball comes to a standstill and now comes into the backfield. And Hurts gets the handoff. And he's out to the 29-yard line.
Jalen has this year in a lot of ways.
Hurts going to run it again. A huge lane. Hurts past midfield and finally run out of play at the
See Tua, first one to congratulate him. Just puts his foot in the ground. A little quarterback counter. See movement going to the right. Puller's coming to the left. And there he goes. He's out the gate. Jalen Hurts never looks like he's running full speed, but he's moving as fast as anyone else on the yet to be decided.
Damien Harris, another huge gap, and he's to the 31. 13.
Really translates to today's NFL with the way he can catch it.
Tonga Bailoa off play action, goes back to Harris now, who breaks a tackle, and finally pushed out of play, but after another first down. Too. That's his 10th reception of the season. Fresh set of downs for Tua, and he slings it to the end zone for Smith, and it's incomplete. In the backfield on 2nd and 10 now. Play fake for Tua, rolling out, and Tua completes it to Judy inside the 5. It's another Alabama first down.
With some of the stretch.
Here's Jacobs, pushes the pile all the way down to the 1-yard line.
No play team, and that's it.
Jacobs again into the end zone, touchdown Alabama, and it's 20-0 already. 6th touchdown of the season for Jacobs, a junior from Tulsa. Return a kick for a touchdown against Louisville to start the season. Bulovas tacks on one.
Not just today, but throughout the first month of the season.
It's going to be another fair catch for Warren. It will come out to the 25. Here's Adnan. Trophy. Obviously, the outcome of the game today will impact Murray as Raekwon Davis gets off a block and drags down Boyd.
They want to see his production ramp up.
Story lobs it downfield for Boyd. And Boyd lowers the shoulder on Deontay Thompson.
Emphasize at some point in this game.
And Boyd going to get a lot of work with Debois Whaley out again in this game. Boyd not afraid to welcome contact.
The quarterback to hold it long term, probably not, but he's the best option they have at this point.
O'Grady on the tight end screen. It's a first down inside the Bama 40. This is good offensive coach. Play action here. Story rolling out, looking downfield. Everybody covered, so Story goes underneath.
Extremely low.
Is it arrogance or them just saying we got to try because it's not like the perimeter's easy either. Here's a strike by Story, a first down.
It's your job.
Cole Kelly, the other starter. Here's Boyd trying to get outside. Like I said, it's really hard to run the perimeter there. Again, that negative play on first downs killed Arkansas all season. Story off play action. He's got O'Grady inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. The bouncing ball. Yet twice they've moved the football on Alabama's defense. Can they punctuate it here with a touchdown in this drive? Hard to do that against McKinney.
Quite well, and I mean, if you got the nitpick to try to find holes, but that's one of them.
Oh, Story had the tight end Gunter wide open.
Rubs if you're an offensive guy, picks if you're a defensive guy.
Story, end zone again, and this time he hits his tight end O'Grady. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Even though they only scored 17, lost to A&M last week. But Saban said this is more than play 75-yard drive.
Yeah, it was, and there wasn't a whole lot to it. Just a little corner route you'll see by the number 3. This is a pretty simple coverage. And they didn't pass it off right. You see Diggs, number 7, who they're trying to basically inside out that stack right there. And they did not pass it off. You see 15, Xavier McKinney stay inside. Diggs is supposed to stay outside depending on where the wide side of the fumble.
Pooch kickoff to Jacobs. And Jacobs past the 30-yard line out to the 34.
The end zone.
Take a look at final seconds here, the first quarter. And Tua going to keep it, trying to stiff arm the defender. Instead, he spun down. Great pass. Greg McElroy and Tom Luganville here in Fayetteville. Number 1 team in the country. Alabama looking to go to 6, including the Iron Bowl November 24th. On 1st and 10, it's Najee Harris on the carry. Picks up 6. Tua's going to throw it. Now flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get to the first down marker. He's pushed out. It's going to be close. They'll mark him short. At the 4th down and 1. Going to hand it to Damien Harrison. He gets stood up. He didn't get it. Harris was there first for the Razorbacks. A design quarterback run here for Story. And he gets about 8 yards.
Guys on the first play. So Arkansas is probably thinking to themselves, we're in this, man.
And a huge running lane for Boyd. inside the 10, and then hit out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal for Arkansas. The quarterback keeps it, and Story fumbles the ball, and Alabama's Thompson recovers it. A turnover on the goal line.
Puts the ball on the turf for the second time. He's hit. And you see that ball clearly moving before that left knee hits the ground. Of course, every turnover is reviewed. You see it moving, though.
Yeah, it looks like it's out. You're right.
Man, Ty Story, after such a nice play sequence, he gets hit and can't secure the football. I know running it against Alabama is challenging. I have to disagree.
Harris past the 5-yard line, and Harris drags a defender past the line to gain. Tua throws here, and it's a dart. Ruggs on the catch, out to the 30.
Out here to the right-hand side.
Yep, leaving the backfield. Tonga Bailoa wide open is Judy into Arkansas territory. They can't get him down. They finally blow it dead. 18-yard pickup. Some contact.
Way downfield.
And here's Najee Harris. Falls forward to the 42-yard line. Game on the field is a fumble.
Recovered by the defense. First down.
That was really odd sequence of events. You see Najee Harris kind of dragging defenders. And before his body hits the ground, it looks like that ball is moving. Arkansas has new life.
The fumble on the field, but also watch Santos Ramirez here come at the end. They're looking to see if targeting should be called here on Ramirez.
Yeah, and you have to look because right there, does he hit him with the crown of the helmet? That's what they have to determine. The ball is wiggling. It looks like it's moving before Najee Harris's backside hits the turf. So the call on the field would likely stand. But if there's targeting on Santos Ramirez, because you can determine whether or not
that element.
After video review, the runner's right elbow was on the ground prior to the ball coming out. It'll be second down.
And so no targeting. They were looking. Review can create. Tonga Bailoa slides up, goes deep for Judy, on the money. Touchdown, Alabama. What a throw by Tua, perfectly tossed to Judy for his 7th touchdown.
Likes to take shots. They didn't do it on first down. They opted to do it on second down. They run Irv Smith. He grabs that safety, and as a result, you have one-on-one on a post over the top with Jerry Jeudy. And look at this work by Jerry Jeudy, working out, attacking leverage. You see that safety hold on Irv Smith's route.
And now Tua with 16 touchdown passes, no interceptions. He's the only player. Meanwhile, here a 14-point swing in 2 minutes. Arkansas is going in to make it a 7-point game. Instead, they fumble, and then Alabama with a 99-yard drive and a minute 55.
And Tua makes him right. Great throw and catch, and a good job by Jalen being able to foresee the future.
What a year he's had, though, Tonga Bailoa. Wide open out of the backfield is Hayden for an Arkansas first down. Weaknesses on defense or just complacency because you're playing an Arkansas team that's 1-4. Answer that after this play. Story going deep, and it's pulled in at the 20-yard line by Deion Stewart.
What a great catch. Climbing the ladder. And Stewart working against really tight coverage by Diggs. Well played. I mean, a great catch and throw is going to be great motioning out.
And Arkansas has already got over 200 yards of offense. Kind of a jump ball there to Mike Woods on a short route. Here's a swing pass to Hayden. Gets a block inside the 15. Close to another first down. All right, Tom. Story's thrown for 170 yards in this game. As, boy, it was kind of an awkward play there.
There was no one there to pitch to on the reverse.
Two fouls by the defense on the play. Offside in the neutral zone at the snap, number 14. His penalty is declined. Personal foul, grasping the face mask. Number 99 of the offense. Penalty's half the distance to the goal line from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
You see Raekwon Davis taking ownership there, and he knew it right away.
Yeah, so you see, I mean, just the quarterback motion away, just like they did in the Super Bowl with Nick Foles, except there's nobody home to give the pitch back and for Foles to lead.
And it's a design quarterback run. Kelly puts his head down. Holds on to the ball, and he's down to the 3 yards. Credit for making the in-game change. Here he is again. Oh, it was a jump pass version, and it's a dart for a touchdown to O'Grady.
When you're 6'7", you can see over everything. And this was actually pretty well covered. It's man coverage defensively by Alabama. And you have Deontay Thompson just working against the bigger O'Grady. A nice location on the throw, too, by usually wide open. That time covered up. But a nice throw and a nice answer.
Defense. And they muff the kick. It's scooped up by Robinson. And he is grounded at the 25-yard line.
And they get fired up when Alabama comes to town.
Harris, good balance, puts his hand down.
I'm sure there's enough people around here that like to go to the games and would like for them to come too because they support the players.
Harris gets the first down. Guys,
all the time, and usually doesn't take the most direct route, but there it was pretty obvious.
Oh my goodness, Damian Harris given a lane between.
They could get us.
Tua obviously is okay. Back in at quarterback after going to the tent for a little bit. Harris to the 30.
That's what they say before each drive.
And you know what's coming off that? Play action. And Tua going up high to make the catch is the true freshman Jalen Waddle. First down in the red zone.
Dave.
Wow. Only 10 points for that Oklahoma offense. Here's Marcus Mariota. Mariota was a mentor of Tua's. And he throws a strike inside the 5 to Waddle. It's another Alabama first down.
Be right, and you can never guess against Alabama. They have every package you could imagine.
Harris straight ahead. Touchdown, Bama.
And they honestly make it look easy.
Say, yeah, we can stop ourselves.
Yeah.
Extra point off the upright. No good. Tua's brother, who is living now in the state of Alabama, Talia, he's committed and will play for Alabama next year. So both Tonga Bailoas will be here before the college football playoff that can stop this attack with Tua at the helm. Story in trouble, just throws it away as he was about to be sacked by Christian Miller.
I'm surprised, to be honest with you.
Story fakes the swing pass, has a ton of time, now just takes off and pushed out of play by Dylan Moses.
On that defensive side, and they've been pretty solid in the first month.
Pressure on Story, and he was trying to throw it to his back.
Work on some of that situational awareness for Tua. 2-minute drive.
He went 99 yards in 2 minutes earlier. Poor punt here by Bauer. Oof. True freshman.
Environments.
Tonga Bailoa off play action. Judy wide open trying to outrun the defense. He might do it. Inside the 20-yard line. They won't catch him. Touchdown Tide. 60 yards.
Well, it's tough to work 2 minute. Very reasonable.
How many interceptions do you have that year? Because Tua has 0.
He's on pace to beat me there, too, I can promise you. He's been terrific. Just a little, I mean, it's nothing much to it. I mean, it's just a simple little short slant off of an RPO action. And this is just not about X's and O's. It's not about diagramming or scheming. This is strictly about personnel. And Jerry Jeudy is better than the 2 defenders that were chasing after him, and Santos Ramirez and Cameron Curl, the safeties. Get one-on-one coverage. He goes over and says, "Hey, coach, appreciate it. Yeah, good work."
You know, Greg, it's amazing when you talk about
the way he accelerates through the catch is so unique.
Touchback, it'll come out to the 25 for Arkansas. You know, will he ever be the same? Who will take Drew Brees? Well, Sean Payton took him, and that combination has been recognized. Saban tell us last night Tua reminds him of Drew Brees because of his instincts and accuracy. Here's Mike Woods getting a first down. There's a penalty mark. 6 feet 6'1" to compare it to.
An eligible receiver downfield, number 9 of the offense. It was a slot receiver on the line of scrimmage that was covered up on the right-hand side by the outside receiver.
But when you're talking about a quarterback's accuracy, I mean, Drew Brees.
So I can see the comparisons there.
He's thrown 11 passes in this game. He's got 3 touchdowns. Here's Boyd out past the 30.
And many people.
Story rolling out. And it's incomplete. Going to be 4th down.
They're going to beat them. They're going to have to do something to help you beat them.
Waddle was anticipating. Did you see that? He was anticipating them kicking away from him. Tua in the pocket. Ball is batted around, incomplete. Tua got hit, and they ruled that the hand was going forward.
One of the few times you see Tua just kind of lose track of how long he's been standing in the pocket. And you see the ball moving forward there.
Yeah, it was actually Watts that deflected the ball. Ramsey was the one.
It would be, I would enjoy it, honestly. I like the way the NFL does the challenge policy, but this would be inside
Arkansas
of 2 minutes anyways.
challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete forward pass.
Yep.
So even if it was NFL rules, it would be up to
but
the video replay review.
But that's fine in the last 2 minutes. But there's no reason why you can't have coaches' challenges throughout the game. Boy, it looks like that hand is going forward, don't you think?
It does to me, yeah. It definitely looks like that hand is coming forward. Does the ball move a little bit in his hand as it's coming forward? It's tough to tell when he loses
After video
grip.
review, the ruling on the field of an incomplete forward pass is confirmed. Second down.
Just not enough evidence to overturn anything there.
And they're just going to run it here. Jacobs up to the 42-yard line. 463 yards in the first half against an SEC team with 3 touchdown passes. As they whiff on the kickoff, the ball fell off the tee. There is some wind down on the field. They changed that catch.
Kick my finger. Don't kick my finger.
That's Ronnie Clark. How many times has he held in his life? This will be a touchback, come out to the 25.
When they get the ball in their hands.
Now, Arkansas was able to move the ball on Alabama in the first half, but not on that play as Boyd has stood up for a 2-yard loss.
On the ground and push people around.
Story steps up in the pocket, and it's juggled, but caught for a first down.
They've had a good plan for Ty Story, the quarterback.
Here's Boyd, able to slip a couple tackles and eventually goes down. Short gain. McKinney.
Freshman. He might become that guy.
Design quarterback run for Story, pushed back by Davis.
Continue to improve as the season goes along.
3rd and 7. Story in trouble. Gets out of there. And takes a shot from Carter, but looks like he got a first down. There is a flag down.
And let's look. We're going to look at this.
Well, they haven't announced what the penalty was.
The ruling on the field is targeting against number 5 of the defense. The runner was sliding and therefore defenseless. There was forcible contact to the head and neck area. 15-yard penalty and an automatic
was he
first
sliding
down.
though?
This play is now under video review.
See, that's what would make it confusing. The runner doesn't give himself up.
Right.
But this is definitely forcible contact.
Yes.
This is absolutely forcible contact to the head or neck area. The question is whether or not Ty Story is sliding and therefore defenseless.
So hard to hold up if you're Carter there because you don't know if the quarterback's going to slide, right? I mean, you're got to guess.
I mean, there's
After
nothing he
video
can
review,
do.
there is no foul for targeting. Fourth down.
I think that's a right
point.
And Story's going to pitch it to Boyd, and he will not get it. Championship at Alabama, 2nd in the last 3 years. Here's Damian Harris breaking free. Finally brought down at the 26-yard line. Tua off a pump fake. Going for Devontae Smith. He was out of bounds.
Pass up completions. He's been so good this year.
Another huge hole for Damian Harris. And a fist fight with the DBs at the 10. And Harris wins that one down to the 7.
3rd quarter.
All right, Tom, thanks. Harris gets the carry. Tom, you are obviously ESPN's national recruiting director. We mentioned in the first
extremely accurate.
Damian Harris again on 2nd down and goal, moves the pile all the way down to the 2 before they blow it dead.
Tua appears to be the same.
Harris on 3rd down and did not get in. Tua. Up over the top is Harris, and he did not get in.
Did the ball cross the plane? He goes vertical.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
They'll look at this. I mean, that looked pretty obvious, didn't it?
It did. I mean, it looked like as he went vertical, that right arm extended. All it takes is the nose of the football to break the plane.
This play is now under video review.
It looks like it did
in
that first angle.
But has to be indisputable video evidence. We saw an overturn.
After video review, the ball did break.
Yeah, there you go.
The goal line plane. It is a touchdown.
Seemed pretty obvious. So Damian Harris into the end zone for the 2nd time today. Extra point in the first half. And nails this one, though.
We're still not sure it's indisputable, but...
And another touchback, and will come out to the 25. And let's check him with that one. It was 70 yards or longer. On the rollout, Ty Story throws, and it is caught by LaMichael.
Why do you know the answer?
Well, because I have the card in front of me that has the answer, as Petway is out to the 30.
Of course, if you go to Alabama, you must know the history.
Juggled by O'Grady, then he hangs on. There's a flag in the backfield. Bodies are everywhere.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 92 of the defense, contacting the helmet of the passer. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic first down.
It's on Quinnen Williams.
He said contact to the helmet of the passer. It's not egregious, but you can't hit the quarterback in the head.
And Arkansas in Alabama territory, where they've been a handful of times in this game. And look at the running lane for Hayden. Whacked at the 33.
Dang well against A&M and today against Alabama.
Story off play action, has to throw back. Hayden, and the pass didn't get there.
I mean, this looks like a touchdown. I mean, Deontay Thompson works this way and then all of a sudden recovers somehow, some way. Look at how much ground he has to cover and how quickly he has to cover it.
Wow.
Not only does he almost intercept it, but knocking it down. I mean, that is in the middle of the field on a throwback on it. So explosive at safety.
Off play action. Catch made by Petway, brought down by Surtain. 260-pound quarterback Cole Kelly to run it here on third down. And he's able to stretch forward and move the chain. Here's a pitch to Boyd. By the way, I don't know if you guys knew this one. On the rollout, Story, and it's almost picked off by McKinney. Incomplete.
Not substituting.
Pressure off the edge on third down. Story gets rid of it to Boyd. And look at Boyd fumble the ball. It's recovered by Froholt, but
releasing the football and you hit him in the face.
And the field goal is good.
And they played against USC, and they've carried over that momentum the last few games.
Out to the 30-yard line is Jacobs, and brought down around the 34. Tonight on ABC. The upset.
I like Notre Dame.
No running room that time. Harris sticks Jacobs for a loss.
They can win with Jalen Hurts at quarterback. It just Tua takes him to another level.
They did. Hurts with a completion. Here's Nick Saban about this yesterday as they run Jacobs again here, and he doesn't get much, maybe lost a half yard. And Coach told us.
So good for the sport and for their development.
Here's Waddle. I know, too, that every circumstance.
A bunch of more starts to prove that he's capable for NFL scouts.
Hurts, and it's complete to Waddle for a first down and third and 7.
Here at Alabama is the best place where he'll be surrounded by the most talent and have great coaching in order to become a better player this season.
Devontae Smith shoved out. All Bama. That's on Sunday. NFL Countdown tomorrow morning, 10 Eastern on ESPN. Jalen Hurts in at quarterback for the Tide. He's inside the 10-yard line.
He's 18 of 23 over the last 2 weeks.
And he still hasn't played.
One of the more talented teams in the country.
Hurts on third and goal. Everybody covered. Hurts getting outside the pocket. And it's incomplete. Nice play that time.
Oh, he's got to adjust.
That was my homework assignment this week.
That was it?
Yeah.
12 players in formation. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
We just haven't revealed it yet, boys.
That's it?
Yeah.
Bulovis. And it's good.
Wide receivers like Lil Jordan Humphrey and Colin Johnson, man, they're a matchup nightmare.
This will be another touchback. All right, we talked before the break about Nick
solid
Saban.
Performance against an offense that has a nice plan for him.
Rakeem Boyd, who's looked really good running the ball.
They've been susceptible to big plays because they've struggled to tackle in space with some of their youth in the secondary. And that's part of
the first half, looking at their schedule, who can hang with Bama right now. Forget beating them as Story outside the pocket throws it away.
These receivers and Tua Tagovailoa in check. So things are looking very bright for Bama.
Here's an interception by Shaheem Carter trying to run it back. And he will for the fourth defensive touchdown for the Tide in 2018.
Ty Storey's had a pretty good day today, but he throws one into very tight coverage, and when it gets tipped up, it's usually going to end up in the arms of a defender. This defender is Carter, and he scoots to the end zone. A guy that gets a little...
10 picks by Alabama, 4 pick sixes.
Point after touchdown is good. After the play is over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 6, defense, 15-yard penalty being forced on the succeeding kickoff.
So that's the other number 13, Nigel Knott, who's doing the holding there, not Tua. Touchback, come out to the 20. One of 4 touchdown passes. It started as a pass, therefore it ends as a pass, even though there was a fumble and a recovery. Here's Jordan Jones.
Greg, right down that.
With that T-shirt right there. He didn't come out here to have fun. Coaches don't have fun anyway.
Winning's fun.
Yeah.
And at that time, Dabo and the Clemson staff, they were in a little bit of trouble. They were coming off a 6-7 season, and they needed to find.
But he is a great offensive mind, and it's going to be a tough test to get this program going again.
Boy, I like the way he plays. Not afraid to stick his hand. Kentucky on the road at Texas A&M. Kentucky ranked higher than Michigan in football. As Story runs out of bounds after they're not going to be in the college football playoff, all right? So that means they're not back just yet. Boy to the 16-yard line.
But they had every chance to win it. So, yeah, there's a lot still left on the vine for Michigan.
Story on the rollout. Nice throw. Touchdown catch. Devion Warren. He's gotten a lot better in this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's handled adversity well. I mean, he's put the ball on the deck twice. That's a nice throw rolling to your left over the outstretched arms. Ty Storey.
Second touchdown pass of the day.
Footage, because I'm not there.
Kick it into the ground here. Irv Smith will grab it on the 21. And they get him down. They couldn't get Smith down.
He got hit. And the other was just outside the arms of Irv Smith. So even his incompletions were relative. It's amazing.
Jalen Hurts hands it off to Najee Harris. And Harris is close to a first down.
There are some starters still on the field for Alabama.
Najee Harris trying to find a hole. Brought down at the 44-yard line.
And those guys have been just so happy for one another's success, too. And that's really infectious.
I mean, in a day and age,
quarterback coach, I'm going to play with great players around me. I might not start, but I'm going to get enough reps to have a productive season.
Harris breaks a tackle and then pushed out of bounds. They're going to keep it on the ground with Robinson. He's bottled up after a 1-yard pickup.
And don't you think Tua is just very outgoing and friendly, but they just have such a special relationship between the two of them. And iron sharpens iron. I mean, it's real. I mean, that is a
Jonah
real
Williams, who was really struggling, but got hurt and had to leave the game. And Brent Key said that moment is what made Jonah Williams
it's fear that if you don't play well, you'll get yelled at. It's fear in a lot of ways, and fear makes you better. Being uncomfortable, they're going to get during the week is on Tuesday practice.
Yeah.
Straight ahead, Robinson down at the 5-yard
their
line.
Recruiting efforts.
Robinson into the end zone. Alabama has scored over 60 again. In fact, this is a new season high.
3 guys are elite, but every time I go to practice, someone seems to pull me aside and say, hey, keep an eye on 24, Brian Robinson. Now you can lean heavily on those running backs and that offensive line that's still moving people around.
And Warren deciding to return this one. And Warren takes off. Kicker to beat. And Warren beat him. They finally catch up to him. But it's good to see that young man is okay and ready to go today. Malik Williams
really have that elite game-changing edge rusher. Maybe by the end of the year, he'll be that guy.
Story taking a shot to the end zone, incomplete, trying for Grayson Gunner.
Usually means you're pretty good.
And you're a freshman.
And you're a freshman. That doesn't happen very often, so it's a guy to keep an eye on.
Good job by Story there, man. To avoid a sack.
They're making progress, and that's got to be a real welcoming sight to Arkansas fans and to their coach.
Look at Story, pinball forward to the goal line. Instead of it being 21-14, it was 28-7. Bad snap, Story in trouble. Oh, and it is incomplete. Flags, though, come in.
Pass interference. Number 4, defense. The penalty's half the distance from the goal line from the 1 yard line, where it would be a first down.
So they'll move it to the half-yard line.
Another thing, too, with Arkansas, I mean, the last few weeks, as you can see, a very clear pass interference. Good call by the official. You have to mark, and that's got to be happy as well.
Cole Kelly in the game at quarterback, and the 258-pounder hits Pater, and that's 30 points for Arkansas. Motivation and a teaching tool for Missouri. Greg, if you had...
They lost their top 6 defensive backs off last year's team, so not really surprising that that group is still a bit of a work in progress.
Wow, ball on the ground. Robinson able to cover it up. And so Alabama, some things happen offensively. It's had a disappointing year so far. But Alabama offensively has been anything but disappointing. Nick Saban's team has been dominant. Another blowout win for the Crimson Tide. Tua Tagovailoa continues his march towards the Heisman Trophy. He's had a year through 6 games unlike any quarterback maybe we've ever seen. 18 touchdown passes, no interceptions. Let's get on to Tom.